Hi everybody, it's Noel here, the managing partner of Activate, also the organizing host of Malaysia Blockchain Week. So welcome back everybody to our third year of Malaysia Blockchain Week with the tagline, where everyone meets Web3. So today, to start off our first podcast, is our pleasure to have lovely Kate joining us today. So let's start with a short introduction first.
Very lovely to be here, Noel. So my name is Kate. I'm the head of marketing for CUDIS Southeast Asia. So CUDIS is a all-day wearable coach focusing on wellness, recovery, and anti-aging strategies. So I was always in events and marketing before this, and one of my main passions was bringing more Web2 people into Web3. And so I like working on products and projects that help to bridge Web2 users into Web3.
So, Kate, if you want to kind of like introduce Web3 over coffee, how would you describe it? No jargons.
No jargons. I think Web3 is a bit of like ownership. So you take control of your own data, you take control of your own identity. Currently in Web2, you will see companies and products monetizing your identity, your data, monetizing your attention. But in Web3, you will have more control over that.
So I think to showcase more of this case study, or for everybody to actually have more kind of like involvement into more use case out of Web3, do remember to join us at Malaysia Blockchain Week this year, 29th and 30th of July. Actually, how you started your Web3 journey?
It was quite a funny story. So during the lockdown in 2020, I started streaming on Twitch as a gamer. And then PathDAO actually reached out for me to become a content creator for them. Come from a marketing background, and I'm also very interested in community building. So when I heard the projects they were working on, I was like, you know what, sign me up. Yeah.
And for everyone's information, PathDAO is now called as Virtuous Protocol. So we actually started from a gaming project, and it's also one of the unicorn born out from Malaysia. As a woman in Web3, I think there is a lot of frustration in this market. So maybe could you address a little bit on that sense, like what kind of like struggles or kind of difficulties you made as a woman in this industry?
I think personally, I didn't really have too much struggle coming into the industry. I think women may find it intimidating that there are a lot of men in the industry comparatively to the amount of women, especially when you go for conferences, right? It's always like 80% men and 20% women. But there are actually equal opportunities, so we just need to see past that and look at the amount of women that are representing us so well. Like if you see Noelle, she's in charge of Malaysia Blockchain Week. We have like Cheryl from Pudgy Asia, who's doing so well, representing women across the world, really. So I think with more representation of women who are in higher roles and also lots of women builders that are coming up, it will be less intimidating for women to join in.
Yeah, so I think a lot of women start feeling a little bit intimidating in this industry. That's mainly because we are not from the tech background, so understanding a language here is a bit difficult. And I think the second problem is also leadership, right? So women kind of like lack of confidence in terms of public speaking or maybe speak out of their mind during leadership. But I think, like Kate mentions, a lot of equal opportunity here. One of the agenda they're trying to bring out during Malaysia Blockchain Week is to have more women founders to join us, to inspire more young founders to actually kind of like explore this industry or having more ownership in terms of their own career as well.
Oh, speaking of Malaysia Blockchain Week, I really love like last year, there was such an increase of like wellness events. So I think one of the intimidating parts about Web3 is traditionally it was very bro culture, right? There were a lot of drinking events, partying, but now you see like a nice skew towards wellness events. And I think Malaysia Blockchain Week is leading that.
Yep, so I think last year we did a few rounds of pickleball. We also have paddle events. And we have like a running event as well. Then I think we got massage. And this year, we're actually introducing something more special. So we are going to do like a health check because like crypto people are just too unhealthy. We pretty much work around the clock. So we're introducing like health check during the events to make sure everybody is being checked.
How about like a napping pod?
Good idea.
A 5-minute nap.
Kate, I think the next question will be, why do you think that Web3 is still intimidating this day for women? Or maybe is there anything we can do trying to bridge this as well?
I think another thing that we didn't mention was, I think the jargon like the words that we use when we talk about Web3 might be a bit confusing, not just to women, to everyone actually. But it is the same for like many new communities. For example, like Pokemon or like gaming, we have so many new words and terms that we use. So I think if we let more educational content or like just show people that it's just different words for different, like, you know, for different subjects, then I think it'll be less intimidating for not only women, but for a new, younger generation to join in.
All right, thanks, Kate, for the very insightful sharing. So maybe can you also share with us in the next 5 years, where do you realistically see Web3 showing out in daily life? Maybe you can share some of the ideal situations that you have as well.
Besides having more women in Web3, I think Web3 should be kind of invisible in the next 5 years. So it will be in your everyday life, your everyday products, the subscriptions you're using. You won't even know that you are using Web3 components, but everything is just running so smoothly. For example, now, like when you use Netflix or Gmail, you don't know what cloud computing is, maybe, but people are still using it and it's like very effortless. So I hope in the next 5 years, Web3 will also become this layer, invisible layer, where it can make people's lives easier, more data ownership, but we don't really feel the pressure of learning too much about it as well.
So one of the kind of like highlights that we want to bring out for Malaysia Blockchain Week this year is to actually showcase more daily use cases as well. But before going to the event, maybe Kate can also share with the viewers here like what kind of like daily applications that you are actually using are actually having Web3 component as well.
I think one of the key things is payments. I think I actually use a lot of crypto credit cards and cards as well for daily spending because you get rewarded for using them. Secondly, CUDIS ring. So you can track your health and wellness, and you can also own your data as compared to a lot of other products out there. So like she mentioned, health and wellness is not something that everybody in Web3 takes care of religiously because we don't sleep. But if we can make people track their sleep, track their health, it's easier for them to improve it. And also I hope that's one of the focus for this year.
So check out CUDIS, and they have actually more colors in terms of like selections. I think you participated into both the event last year and also 2024, right? Maybe can you share a little bit with the viewers, like what do you think, what stood up to you about the events? I think you also participated in the main event, also side events, so maybe you can let the viewer know, feel a little bit hype as well.
I think 2 years ago I attended as a guest, and then last year I was at our booth. So definitely being a guest is more fun. Sorry, sponsors. But there were a lot of really cool experiences that are not just about like the technical stuff. You get lots of fun side events, like the leading up to the main event as well. I think that was really fun. I think the best part, of course, is meeting new people, meeting people who are interested in what you're building, meeting people who are interested in the same things that you are interested in as well. That was really fun.
So we have like different lounges, we have like free coffee, free matcha, we have games that actually help people to do like a lucky draw kind of like concept.
Had like a massage.
We have massage as well. As a woman participant in our event, do you think that is intimidating for you, or is there anything that we can actually do to actually enhance the experience for women in the event as well?
I think actually I saw a lot of improvement 2 years ago and last year. I think there were a lot more women creators invited to events. There were a lot more women-led like side events. There were more open events like pickleball, paddle, I think we mentioned earlier. So there's a lot more lifestyle events.
We did one yoga as well.
The yoga was so
women
cute.
invited.
Yeah. I didn't get invited, did I?
I also
At the main event itself, it didn't feel intimidating at all. Everybody was really friendly, very open. There was pretty much no difference in terms of like gender inequality or things like that.
All right, Kate, so maybe let's us bring to the last questions. Any final thoughts for the viewers here?
Well, I hope to see more projects and products that are focused on building things that people actually need and not built around hype. I think that's something that I want to see across the next couple of years in Web3.
Thank you, Kate. And be sure to check out our event on 29th, 30th July at WTC KL. So check out our website, www.myblockchainweek.com. You will be there to actually encounter more experiences with Web3 And the events actually include exhibition, conferences, different workshops. We have a lot of engagement activations and also more meet and greet sessions with all the content creators. So be there to also check out the first kind of like launch by our Ministry of Digital this year for more policy related to actually empower the whole blockchain industry. So see you there. Check out our early bird tickets.
Is this a typo?
Oh my god, I think maybe my social media name lack of a name. So maybe comment below and let us know what do you think is the correct title for this podcast.
Come in here.